Alright, in this video, we're going to use artificial intelligence to get it to write a cover letter and a resume based on specific job descriptions. Okay, so we're going to use the keyword cybersecurity jobs. And already here on the right side, you have the AI that is part of the extension that I use in this browser. Tell me about what cybersecurity is. Cybersecurity is a rapidly growing field and a high demand for skilled professionals. And then it gives me the different types of job roles: information security analyst, and it explains what that is, ethical hackers or penetration testers, security engineers, incident report responder, security consultant, cryptographer, security architect, security operations center analyst, forensic analyst, chief information security officer. Okay, so these are just a few type of the examples of cybersecurity job roles available. The field of cybersecurity is diverse. And so it gives you a good overview of what the type of job or industry that you're in, okay, which is good. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to find a job opening. Let's go over here with cybersecurity analyst. Okay. All right, this was posted a day ago. They want full-time, and then we're going to click full description, see full description. All right, job description: senior cybersecurity analyst, requirements 6 to 10 years of related information technology experience, blah, 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 blah. Willingness to work overtime when needed. Okay, so from this right here, we're going to copy and paste this. Copy. Okay, and now we're going to take it into Bard. Okay, so, hi Bard, hope you are doing okay. Can you assist me in writing a resume and a cover letter for a specific job post today? I need a really good not sales letter. Whew, I'm used to sales letters. Really good cover letter that showcases my strengths and that gets potential employers excited enough about me to ask me to come in for an interview. Also, can you write a hard-hitting, effective resume to go along with that? I have 3 years of cybersecurity analyst experience. I am certified both for I'm going to do comp TIA plus, A plus, and cybersecurity. Okay, all right. So here is the job description you are to use. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that in here. Paste, boom. And then we hit enter. So it's working the answer, but again, hi Bard, hope you're doing okay. Can you assist in writing a resume and the cover letter for a specific job post today? I need a really good cover letter that showcases my strengths and that gets potential employers excited enough about me to ask me to come in for an interview. Also, can you write a hard-hitting, effective resume to go along with that? I have 3 years of cybersecurity analyst experience. I'm certified both for CompTIA A+ and cybersecurity. Here's the job description you are to use. and then I copied and pasted the one that we just visited. All right, here Bard goes. Sure, I can help you with that. Here is a sample resume and cover letter for a senior cybersecurity analyst position. So here's the resume. Summary: senior cybersecurity analyst with 3+ years of experience in the IT industry, proven ability to define, implement, and adhere to security policies, procedures, standards, expertise in security controls, protocols, and principles, strong knowledge of security protocols and encryption, experience with security audits, vulnerability assessments, and penetration testing skills, protocols, principles, security protocols, database security, on and on and on. Okay. Flexibility, teamwork, adaptability, all these soft skills here, communication, problem solving, critical thinking, these are excellent. You see how it lists all of the technical skills first, but then it also lists all of these soft skills that you need in every freaking job, right? Critical thinking, flexibility, teamwork, learning, all of that. Experience, and then it puts, of course you're going to have to go in, but as you see, it already gives you everything laid out. You just have to go in and, tweak the details, but it has everything already laid out. Let's look at the cover letter. Dear hiring manager, I'm writing to express my interest in the senior cybersecurity analyst position at your company. I've been working in the IT industry for the past 3 years, and I have a strong understanding of security controls, protocols, and principles. I am also proficient in security auditing and vulnerability assessments and penetration testing. In my previous role at A Corporation, I was responsible for defining, implementing, adhering security policies, blah, 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 blah. I'm eager to learn more about your company in the senior cybersecurity analyst position. I'm available for an interview at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your time and consideration. So you already have a cover letter that you can work from. I would word this a little different. You're not going to just copy and paste this stuff and send it to a company. You don't want to do that. But you don't have to work from scratch either. And I know a lot of people do, like me. I do have a master template as far as my cover letter and my resume, but it's always good to get fresh ideas from an AI, because an AI can just give you a zillion ideas every minute, every hour of every day. It will not run out of fresh ideas for you. So that's how you do your resumes and your cover letters. Okay, so now let me give you an example of how to use artificial intelligence to help you do your courses, your classwork, any kind of educational endeavors that you're working with, whether you're looking to further enrich your education, or you've got high school kids or school age kids, and you want to be sure to use this effectively. There's nothing wrong with using ChatGPT, Bard, or any AI to assist you in doing your schoolwork. All right. The problem comes when people try to abuse it and substitute doing the real work. You still need to study. You still need to think, and you still need to do the work. But AI can assist you in shortening that learning curve, in helping you learn things quicker and easier, okay, than they would be without the assistance of it. And also, it can help shorten the time it takes you to do the classwork, to do the homework, right? Because it already lays out the basics for you, and all you have to go in and do is verify and then tweak it and make it your own with your own adjustments and your own input and thought. Okay, so having said that, we are looking at one of my classwork projects. This is a cybersecurity course, and this is a trouble ticket. All right, and this is a mock trouble ticket. Here's the description of the issue. I was alerted to an issue by the SIEM system we recently installed regarding FTP traffic on our network. After running an audit on our network logs, I discovered an abnormality which I believe to be a data breach across ports 20 and 21. I realize that exfiltration of data often leads to distribution across the dark web. Currently, we do not utilize two-factor authentication for credentials entered during user sessions. IT management plans to implement MFA. So, for some of us listening to this might sound really techy, and the assignment is to write this in layman's term, to translate this in everyday terms to a higher level supervisor who is in charge of purchasing upgrades for the cybersecurity department. And that's exactly what is required now, because there has been a breach. Basically, this is saying there's been a breach. Someone has been able to access data that they are not authorized to access, and they have downloaded the data. And we don't know what happened to it. Possibly on the dark web, where a lot of stolen data is sold. So now the assignment is that I have to now take this information and explain it in layman's terms in an email and convince the department head, who isn't the department head of purchasing, who isn't very tech. He's not a cybersecurity guy like me. And I have to explain to him what the problem is in layman's terms, what these things mean, what does FTP mean, what does MFA mean, and then also convince him to purchase the upgraded hardware that we need to prevent this from happening in the future. All right, so let's see how we can use AI to help us do that. Okay, so I'm back in the Bard window here. I'm going to say, Bard, can you help me with my cyber security classwork? Okay, please write me an email based on the following instructions. And I'm going to just copy and paste the instructions, and we're going to hit enter. So basically I put in here, Bard, can you help me with my cybersecurity classwork? Please write me an email based on the following instructions. The objective of this exercise is to explain in common language what happened instead of using industry jargon. Go through the trouble ticket to understand the details before drafting your email. Instructions. Write an email to an administrator in your organization or in an organization that you're familiar with. Example, CFO, COO, Director of IT Support, etc. In your email, be sure to include explanations of the following terms: MFA, dark web, monitored network ports, FTP. You may use definitions, common IT vocabulary terms provided in the interactivity or research additional terminology on these helpful websites. And then those were some data links, website links. Make sure to maintain a professional grammar, structure, and language when writing in order to convey the clearest message. You may either write directly in the post window, or you may save and upload a readable document file such as PDF, TXT, doc, or docx, or a screenshot. Share your responses with your instructor, and any additional questions you may have. Review the following evaluation matrix when you submit this milestone check. Your instructor will provide feedback. Okay, so here's what it came up with. It says, sure, I can help you with that. Here's an email that you can use. Dear administrator name, I'm writing to you today to inform you of a security incident that has occurred on such and such date. Our security team received a notification that one of our employees' accounts had been compromised. The employee's account was used to access our FTP server, which contains sensitive company data. Our investigation into the incident revealed that the employee's account was compromised due to lack of multi-factor authentication, MFA. MFA is a security feature that requires users to provide 2 or more pieces of authentication information in order to log in to an account. In this case, the employee only had to provide their username and password, which made it easy for an attacker to gain access to their account. The attacker then used the employee's accounts to access our FTP server. FTP is a protocol that is used to transfer files over a network. The attacker was able to download a large amount of sensitive company data from our FTP server. We have since taken steps to secure the employee's account and our FTP server. We have enabled MFA for all employee accounts, and we have scanned our FTP server for malware. We have also notified law enforcement of the incident. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you of the importance of security awareness. Please ensure that all employees are aware of the risks of phishing attacks and other forms of social engineering. You can also encourage employees to use strong passwords and enable MFA for their accounts. I will keep you updated on our investigation into this incident. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Now, and then, sincerely, your name, explanation of terms. Okay. So, okay, so this sounds pretty good. I think this is a really a nice email, but as you can see, the whole thing has pretty much been written out for you, and you can also ask it to write a different version. Write this over again, but this time include but this time also ask the administrator to purchase the necessary hardware upgrade needed to prevent future attacks like this. Okay, so write this over again, but this time also ask the administrator to purchase the necessary hardware upgrade needed to prevent future attacks like this. So let's see what it says. Dear administrator name, I'm writing to you today to inform you of a security incident on such and such date. Okay, so let's see. I think most of this looks the same as what we had, except for, in addition to these measures, okay, here we go. I would like to request that you purchase the necessary hardware upgrade needed to prevent future attacks like this. Specifically, I would like to request that you purchase a new firewall that has intrusion detection and prevention capabilities. This will help us detect and block malicious traffic before it reaches our network. I believe that this hardware upgrade is necessary to protect our company's data from future attacks. I would be happy to discuss this further with you at your convenience. Thank you for your time and consideration. All right, so this is a really good one. And again, so it didn't really change anything other than add that last thing in here, this paragraph, in addition to these measures, right? So, you know, I'm very happy with this. And it also has down at the bottom explanation of terms and bullet points. I think that's really helpful too. So I'm going to click a thumbs up on that. But as you can see, this is kind of how you can make this thing work and help you along with different types of projects and tasks that you need and help with done. Okay, so let's do one more. Let's say, let's do one more. Let me see. I'm going to give it a tax problem. So let's see. I'm going to give it a scenario. Annabelle is a single mother with 3 children and has a gross income of, let's say, we're going to make Annabelle have like, I don't know, $89,672.34 gross income of in a year. She also runs a side business on Etsy and made just under $17,000 in 2022. Okay, and this income here for 89,000 for the year 2022. She also runs a side business on Etsy and made just under $17,000 in 2022. All three of her children are under the age of 16. And she also has a dependent living with her. Her 73-year-old mother. She is a resident of California. What will her tax liability be? Okay, so let's see if it knows its taxes. So this is good if, let's say, you're working in the financial field and you're a tax preparer. You got a question, maybe you stumped on something. You can use it to help you figure out step one here. Calculate her adjusted gross income, AGI. AGI is the total amount of income she earned before subtracting any deductions or exemptions. So here it tells you what her AGI is. The 89,000 some odd plus 17,000. So it's $106,672.34. Step two, calculate her taxable income. Taxable income is AGI minus any deductions or exemptions. Annabelle is eligible for the following deductions. So it outlines what her deductions are. The standard deduction for single filers, the personal exemption for herself, the personal exemption for each of her 3 kids, the personal exemption for her mother. Her taxable income is $106,672.34 minus $12,950, which is the standard deduction, $1,400, which is the personal exemption, minus $4,200, minus which is the exemption for her 3 children, and minus $1,400, which is the dependent. Her mother is a dependent on her, right? So then her adjusted gross income, or AGI, actually turns out to be her taxable income turns out to be $87,722.34. That's her taxable income. So AGI is different than the taxable income, right? So taxable income is AGI minus any deductions or exemptions. Then you calculate her tax liability. Annabelle's tax liability depends on her filing status and taxable income. So since she is a single mother, she would file as single. Her taxable income is between $87,000 and $165,000. Her marginal tax rate is 24%. Her tax liability is $87,722.34 times 24%, which comes out to $21,053.36. Therefore, Annabelle's tax liability for 2022 is $21,053.36. So this is really great. This is really, really helpful. So this also helps people if you have a tax preparer and you might kind of feel like you're in the dark or you're kind of confused about something. You can put your own tax situation into Bard and it will explain this to you just like it has with this pretend Annabelle that I'm using here. Here are some additional things to keep in mind when calculating Annabelle's tax liability. She may be eligible for other deductions such as the child tax credit, which she has 3 children. They are school age, right? And also the earned income tax credit. She may also be eligible for state income tax credit. She should double check her calculations to make sure she's claiming all of the deductions and credits she is eligible for. So I think this is pretty sound. I think, when you're talking about individual tax situations, you can never just let AI do everything for you. I would not recommend that. But once again, it can be an assistant. It can really, really help. It can really help provide information. And you always want to verify. You always want to double check. You do not want to replace a qualified tax preparer with Bard. Okay, this is not a replacement. You don't want to replace doing classwork and actually learning and doing the work required to pass a class legitimately. You don't want to replace that with copying and pasting from AI. That's not how this tool is meant to be used. So, all right, I hope I've kind of given you some ideas on how you can use it in your own personal way. Let's do one more thing here. Let me ask it. I know I was talking about a trip to Mexico. So here we go. Bard, can you help write out a vacation I don't even know how to spell itinerary. Itinerary. Oh gosh, whatever. For a 2-week trip to Bangkok, Thailand. I want to make sure to visit the nearest beach as well as visit the floating market, and I also want to experience an elephant ride. All right. Bard, can you help write out a vacation itinerary for a 2-week trip to Bangkok, Thailand? I want to make sure to visit the nearest beach as well as visit the floating market, and I also want to experience an elephant ride. So let's see what it says. Here's a 2-week trip to Bangkok itinerary. Day 1, arrive in Bangkok and check into your hotel. Day 2, explore the Grand Palace and Wat Pho. Okay. And then it has these links that you can click and actually go to that website. Day 3, take a boat ride on the Chao Phraya River. Oh yeah, I love that. I've taken a boat ride there. Day 4, visit the floating market at Dam Nguyen Saduak. Day 5, go on an elephant ride, and it's got the link that I can click to book that. Day 6, visit the Jim Thompson house. Okay, I don't know anything about that, so I'm going to have to click that and read it.
They have silk.
Oh, silk, okay.
Thai silk.
Thai silk, all right. Day 7, explore the Khao San Road. Oh, Khao San Road! Ow! I'm not going to wait till day 7 to explore Khao San Road. That's the first one I'm going to hit.
That's the first place I went to.
Hell yeah. Day 8, visit Wat Arun. Okay. Day 9, take a cooking class. I don't need that. Day 10, visit the Chatuchak weekend market. Okay. Day 11, relax on the beach at Pattaya. Oh, yes. Day 12, visit the Koh Samet National Park. Day 13, explore the old town of Ayutthaya. Day 14, fly home from Bangkok. So you can tweak this your own way, but do you see what I'm talking about? Like, it already throws out amazing ideas for you to get to work on your trip. You know, and it's thought out. It does a lot of the thinking and searching for you. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm going to hit a thumbs up on that. I like that. That's a nice idea here. So, all right, so I hope you've kind of gotten to know this a little bit better. You can also speak into it voice prompt down here on the right side. You've got use the microphone. For some reason, I don't have it set up. There's a glitch in my particular setup here. So that's why I'm not speaking into it. But you can also speak to it, and it can also answer when you speak your queries and questions and prompts into it through the microphone. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Now and in the future, I shall talk to you later.